I went on a cross-country trip and I took an old video camera with me. Each time I made a pause, it was different. I think of these video pauses as how you build a sort of narrative structure within them. It always somehow coincided with what was going on in my life. I started thinking how I could strip all the metaphor from the work. And you're left with the origin story. The one word that kind of popped into my head was mama. If you use the word and you obscure it with this video static, it begins to describe my relationship to that word, which is not a direct relationship. And so this difficulty of the connection became a real central theme in the work. And so the static became a description of the distance or of the difficulty. Images of the word mama became paintings of my mother from the party that she threw before we moved to America. And I began to think of things as pivotal points so that I could have an emotional entrance into the work. That became one point of reference. The other point of reference became the Ronald Reagan Berlin Wall speech. The other paintings that I'm making with his image are 1 second of that footage. The combination of that ego was bound to be some kind of a self-portrait. I had this image of Lenny Bruce on my desktop. The profile, when I distorted it, began to look like me. And so I've been using his image as standard for a self-portrait. And so the images that will be at the Armory are two profiles, very distorted and almost falling apart. They're a description of the difficulty of connecting. I think that technique is secondary.